Hi, Cancer. Welcome to Higher Source Tarot for a tarot reading for all Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thanks to everybody for all the support all throughout the year. I love you more than I can tell you, and am very, very grateful and appreciative to all of you. And if you're new here, welcome. I post new readings on Friday, then again on Monday. Fridays are a general reading. Mondays are a different style every week. I've also been doing a Wednesday bonus reading here and there. So if you don't mind hitting the like button on this reading, it does something to the algorithm so people will see this reading. But it also tells YouTube to show you those Wednesday readings when they're available. What advice do you have for Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What does Cancer need to know, please, for the best and highest good of all involved with Cancer? Messages for Cancer, please. Alrighty, we will lay out the tarot, then we'll pull one of the Moonology Manifestation Oracle cards to kind of bring the whole thing together. You have the Tower, but we like the Tower around here. Let go to receive. You have, or let go or be dragged. You have the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Wheel. See, this is good. You have the Nine of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. Needless worry, we got to be careful. Now, I got to show you this. The bottom of the deck, you have the Ten of Pentacles. I have to take it if the 9 is there. And sometimes I take ugly cards too, okay? I don't just take the good ones. All right, let's see what else Cancer needs to know. I think I took the Ten of Swords one time. Felt like I had some explaining to do with that one, but at the time it made sense. New Moon in Virgo, trust, all will be well. I love this velvety looking canvas. So I definitely feel like if you have a change, you are going to be in for something very positive with money. But I also feel like too, I know this is on the mundane level. When I was shuffling the tarot, I kept hearing somebody winning a gingerbread house competition, and it was fun. It seemed like it was work related or maybe a family thing that you do. So if you're concerned about your family getting together, I don't feel like you have anything to be worried about. But I like this too, especially once we found that the 10 was just underneath the deck. The shadow card is what that's called. So I definitely feel like you have nice aspects for money. And I mentioned winning a competition. I don't know that it would be a huge amount of money if it's a gingerbread competition, but it may be more just for the bragging rights. But I do feel like with this, you're going to be in a nice place to receive money. That 10 of Pentacles is unexpected money, but so is the wheel of life. So if you ever do have an opportunity, now this doesn't, we don't go out and just start gambling, and I don't encourage that, okay? We don't want to do anything silly here. But if you do have an opportunity to throw your name in the hat, I'm going to tell you what, this is a great energy to win things. It's also a great energy, too, to have discounts and things like that. I just feel like in general, you're going to be feeling lucky. That's what it feels like, but it's technically really you being in alignment. So with the Tower I mentioned before is let go to receive. The Tower, after the Tower comes the card of the Star, which is wish fulfillment. So I do feel like with this, if you had something that happened that caught you by surprise, because you have unexpected turns of events here a couple of times, but I feel like they're trying to tell you not to worry about it, because if we start to get worried, that's when our energy attracts like the worst case scenario, right? And so with this Tower energy, it is a big awakening. But when the Tower shows up too, it also indicates that there's a situation that if you don't take control of it, you're going to feel out of control. And so if you have a circumstance over the holidays where people are wanting to stay with you and you don't want them there, I know that sounds harsh, but if there's something like that, and I feel like you're going to get a big relief if you have something hanging over your head where you need to set a boundary and say no, it's going to feel so much better than this. Because this is like almost dread. When it shows up and the Tower moment hasn't happened, it feels like a feeling of dread to me, needing to set a boundary and not. And so, or even if you got asked to do something and it was the setup of it was somewhat dishonest. When somebody says, are you busy? And you say, no, not really. And then they throw a pitch at you of what they want you to do. And it just seems like with this, I feel like somebody here, the minute you set that boundary, you're going to walk free. It's liberation. But the Tower overall is also like a learning about yourself kind of a card. And so that black in the background, it's not just you either. It also may be somebody around you. So if you do find there's somebody that either takes advantage of you a little bit, or just the way they set things up feels just a little bit dishonest. Like I was saying, they ask questions that put you in a position of a powerlessness in a way. You know, it's like they put you in a position where it's got to go their way. It's kind of manipulative. I do feel like with this, it's gonna put you on a new path in that relationship, because your friends don't do that stuff to you, or your significant other, right? It's always somebody that's got an angle, right? They're trying to work that angle. It's annoying. So with the Queen of Pentacles here, this is a wonderful card in terms of money. Now, another thing that I had coming in here earlier is if you are selling things, if you are selling things online, or you've got some things for sale on consignment, or even if you put things on consignment and forgot about it, I feel like somebody here, you got money coming in. Or if you're in the place too where you're doing some wintertime cleaning, you're going to be doing that in the future here. You find that that's just like the time of year when you tend to clean some things out. I do feel like you may come across things that have some value. And I also get too, I know it sounds strange, I don't know why it's coming in, but like estate sale. If somebody's involved with an estate sale, it feels almost so, this is even weirder, like it wouldn't be until the spring. If there's something that you're involved with that for, it is going to be lucrative. That's what they're saying. And I know a lot of times people are like, come on, now it's December. Can we not talk about April right now? Can't help it. The cards are not linear. They're not nearly as time accurate as like the astrology would be. It's just the way it is with tarot. It's sacred divination, okay? So anyway, back to this though. This is also a card too though, where you might have a bit of a perfectionistic energy too. And if that's why that Tower energy is coming in, because there's something around you that feels kind of unpredictable. It feels like it's just going to be a nightmare. I do feel like in this energy, this is one that will help you set boundaries too, because she is so particular and you're like, no. I just cannot do this. This is not a good situation for anybody. Like we were saying earlier, it's going to bring in a feeling of relief. Now, if you also too have agreed to go to something and you really don't want to, I feel like you may have competitive invitations coming in with this Page of Wands, because this is great for socializing. Pages are messengers. And this one definitely brings in the merriment, the merry times ahead. But I also get it too with this. This Ten of Pentacles is like leaving a legacy. It's a great card in terms of harmony and getting along with people. So if there is something like we were talking about where you're kind of been set up almost, I feel like you have, the part of the problem is you have this on the other side of it. It's like, well, I could go do this thing I don't have any interest in doing, or I could go over here and be with fun people and do fun things and have a great time. And so there's competition. There's like this other counterbalance weight is what it feels like. Now, in terms of work here though, anything extra that you do is going to bring in nice amounts of money. So if you have opportunities too to work overtime, or you have an opportunity to do a little bit of a side hustle, and it may be unexpected. It may be one of those things where like, oh my God, we need drivers, or we need people to do this. And it's like an easy, clean way to make money. I feel like you'll be all in with that Page of Wands. And it'll be fun. It's like, I almost see like somebody driving people to and from an airport or something like that, or a convention center, but it's not like, it doesn't feel like it's crazy traffic or anything where you're going to be like, oh my God, why did I agree to do this? So if you do have a little bit of an opportunity there to make money, it'll be fun with that Page of Wands. Now the Seven of Wands has everything moving forward. And like I said too, with that Queen of Pentacles, you might be a bit more particular. And so you won't settle with this, which I would never tell anybody to settle anyway. You won't settle with this, and you won't settle with this. The Nine of Pentacles, so we have the wealth card, but we also, this is the luxury card. And so like only the best will do. I just feel like you have nice amounts of money coming in, but you also too might be inclined to saving extra money, where you find that you are surprised yourself too. In some ways, it's not exactly frugal. I don't know that, because I don't want it to sound cheap, but I feel like especially through the holiday season, if you have extra money, and you think, God, that'll be great, I'll use it for, entertaining people or whatever, gifts for people. I feel like you'll still find good deals and you won't need to use the money. It's more of a it's more that it's just not necessary. So I do feel like you are going to be finding that this next couple of weeks here and even into the next month will be nice in terms of money, but also being busy. So this Wheel of Fortune's high vibrational stuff here. Now you have here, we didn't really talk about this, did we? We have quite a bit of earth here. We've got fire, air, and we have Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo here in the wheel. And so this will be a time when your energy is high, but like we were talking about, you'll know immediately if something's a match for you or not. Now, speaking of matches, we haven't really talked about relationships, have we? I've been more focused on this other stuff. If you are single, because you have the single lady card here, I feel like this next couple of weeks is going to be more about just having fun and enjoying people around you, having celebrations, making good decisions in terms of what places you want to extend yourself to and the areas where you're just not feeling it. And so I feel like coming into the new year will be a good time to, kind of get yourself settled, get yourself in alignment, and that's when it'll be a great time to go out and meet new people. So if you've been thinking about even toying with some dating apps or something, I do feel like after the first of the year will be the best time for that. And it's not like it's a huge delay or anything, but with this, you might find you're a bit busy anyway to go out and try to meet anyone new. Now with this Nine of Pentacles here, okay, she lives in a small paradise. She stands in luxury. So I feel like you're going to be feeling confident. And again, with that Wheel of Fortune, when you're in this kind of energy with the wheel, it is a perfect time to meet people because it's high vibrational. It's attracting people who have their act together. I do feel like you are attracting, with the Three of Pentacles, not only are you attracting a match, and like we said before, you're going to have quite a bit of discernment where you'll know right away if it's something you want to do, you feel comfortable doing or not. I do feel like you have somebody coming into the new year who's going to want to have a commitment with you. So with this Three of Pentacles, it's definitely teamwork, it's collaboration, but it's respect too, and feeling in a place where, again, you get what you give and you're getting it back. So the Needless Worry card shows up here. I do feel like you may have a bit of worry if you do have to set a boundary, but look, it's okay. It's more unfair when we set boundaries and move them around on people. Setting it and having it remain, that's really the best for everybody. So if you are a bit like reluctant to deal with that, I feel like it's going to keep chasing you. The Tower will keep chasing you until you deal with it, if that's for you. All right, what else does Cancer need to know, please? Advice for Cancer, please. Guidance, please, for Cancer. You have here big happy changes coming in. That doesn't show up often either. Improving health. So mind, body, spirit. Ask your angels. Ask and they'll tell you, okay? You could do, what is it called when they do the, it's like they have a pendulum that swings and they ask it questions. Within the next few months, all right? It's dowsing. Within the next few months, and they give you a yes. Good things are on the way for you, Cancer. I love you, and I'll be back again soon.